Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you another personal story, one that left a strong mark on me and taught me a lot about myself. It's about the time I was doing an internship in New York City, an experience that I thought will be exciting and full of opportunities, but that ended up being one of the toughest periods I have ever gone through. So here's the main story. When I first arrived in New York City, I had this dream, like many people, that maybe I could build something for myself here. I was doing an internship in a receptive tourism agency, but over time, I started to feel disconnected. The tasks became repetitive and boring, and I didn't get along with the new manager. The energy just wasn't right anymore. Then, one day my tutor, the person I was working with, told me she had a friend who was looking for someone in a tour operator company. I was curious, so I reached out. We had lunch and she explained the job. It sounded way more interesting, especially the daily responsibilities. It felt like it could be a good fit for my career goals. But when I visited the office, I had mixed feeling. It wasn't really an office, just a small room inside our apartment, crowded with people and overflowing with documents. It felt really chaotic. I didn't feel comfortable, but the salary was way better and the task aligned more with what I wanted, so I decided to give it a try. That's when things started to go downhill. From the first 2 weeks of training, I could tell it wasn't going to work. The space was tiny and I constantly felt watched and pressured. She wasn't patient or pedagogical, and I didn't feel confident in the tasks she gave me. I struggled with phone calls, the accents were sometimes hard to understand, and she would hover over me, making it worse. Week after week, I felt more and more drained. I started dreading going to work. A cold, expressionless face just killed my energy the moment I stepped in, and no matter how hard I tried, it never felt like enough. Eventually, I told her I wanted to leave. I was honest, or at least partly. I said I wasn't motivated to work in tourism anymore, which wasn't entirely true, but I needed an excuse to get out. Her reaction? She told me I wasn't that trustworthy, that she had invested time and money in me, which wasn't really the case. I was still an intern, barely trained and already doing tasks she herself didn't even know how to handle. She tried to guilt trip me and then insisted I had to stay for 2 more months. I didn't want to argue anymore, so I agreed. But deep down, I already made up my mind. I couldn't do it anymore. So after my final paycheck, so 2 weeks later, I just left. I sent her a message the next day saying I wouldn't come back. She threatened me to report me to the immigration to cancel my visa, but honestly, I didn't care. I was done. I had no job, no money, no sponsor. I couldn't stay in the US anyway. The day I landed back in France, I felt so relieved. For a while, I believed I could build something in New York City. But maybe it was the beginning of a career, but it turns out it wasn't for me, and that was okay. What mattered is what I listened to myself. I left a toxic situation and I chose my mental health and integrity over some fake version of success. And that decision, as hard as it was, probably saved me. And what about you? Did something similar ever happen to you? Share it with me in the comment section below. Thanks for listening to another one of my stories. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to like, share it with others, and subscribe for more personal experiences and reflection. See you in the next video.